Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk about my citizenship interview experience and the whole process of naturalization and its timeline. And if you don't know what naturalization ceremony is, it's a final step to fully becoming a US citizen, where you swear allegiance to the United States and get your naturalization certificate. So let me break down the whole naturalization process here. My experience so far with the USCIS have been great. I applied in July 17, 2019, and my naturalization ceremony is scheduled for January 17, 2020. This is how my case history looks like. It took about 6 months for the entire process to complete. The first thing that I did was create a profile for the USCIS website, log in and fill out the N400 form, and attach all the necessary documents and make the payment. I paid $725 as application fee. In about a few days, I received a mail from USCIS about my biometrics appointment with appointment date of August 9, 2019. After the biometrics, I had to wait for about 5 months for my interview. My interview was on January 8, 2020 in Philadelphia. We were there 30 minutes before the appointment time with all the required documents, and I wore business casuals. Always make sure you dress well for the interview. We went through the security check and then went inside to the front desk. A nice lady came and took our appointment letter and told us to wait at the waiting area. After a while, I was called to one of the windows where an officer checked my documents and took my photographs and fingerprints and told me to wait upstairs. So when returning the documents to me, he gave me a door number where I had to go and wait. After a short wait, a USCIS officer came out of the door and called my name and took me to his office. He was a nice person, but I was super scared at that point in time. He put me under oath, and once it was done, he told me to sit down. He pulled my document out on his computer and started asking me the civics questions, like what is the capital of your state, what is the name of the national anthem, when was the Declaration of Independence adopted, where is Statue of Liberty, what is the capital of the United States, and then I think one more question was name one of the states that borders Mexico. Yeah, so I got all the 6 questions right. So he did not ask me the rest of the questions. After the civics questions, he asked me to read out an English sentence from his tablet, which I did, and then he told me to write a sentence on the tablet. I think it was something like the White House is in Washington, D.C. He examined my answer and told me that I passed both the reading and the writing part. After that, he went through my application and asked me questions such as my full name, my phone number, and told me to confirm if I'm currently living at my residence mentioned on the form, and asked me if my mailing address is the same as my residence address, and a few more questions from my personal information. Then he asked me if I have traveled anywhere else other than what is stated on my application. Then he went on to asking the yes or no questions, like have you ever been a habitual drunkard? Have you ever given a US official any information that was false, and so on? I don't remember all the questions right now. He asked me if I'm okay with taking the oath of allegiance and if I approved of the Constitution. He told me to verify all the personal details on the tablet and sign my name. He showed me the oath of allegiance and told me to sign it. And once I signed it, he told me that I have passed the citizenship interview and that I will receive a mail in a few weeks' time with the naturalization ceremony date, and handed me the interview result. This is how it looks like. So I have the civics flashcards for naturalization test for 2018 and 2021, which I used to study for my civics test. It's for 2018-2021 interview. If someone needs it, message me. I will send it over to the first person for free. Moving on to the naturalization ceremony. To prepare yourself for the ceremony, there are a few things to do. Sure you get there on time for the ceremony. Don't be late. And fill out page number 3 of the notice of naturalization ceremony, sign and date it. The date must be the date of the ceremony. Do not put any other date. You need to take your green card, the notice of naturalization ceremony, any other documents that USCIS gave you, like your employment authorization card, and so on. The list of documents will be given in the appointment letter. I made another video about my experience on the day of naturalization ceremony. The link to that video is on the description below. If you are interested in knowing what happens at the naturalization ceremony, please watch the video. Thank you and have a nice day.